Hello again. And we've got a pretty cool location right here. So we're continuing to follow the Pennsylvania Railroad Schuylkill Division that now belongs to the Reading and Northern. And we are at a spot where we can see two former rivals passing side by side. So over here, this beautiful stone arch bridge, that belongs to, or it belonged to, the Philadelphia and Reading, and then later the Reading Railroad. And then this steel span here, this would have been a Pennsylvania Railroad bridge. So you can see how close these two rivals were at many points, not at many points, I apologize, at some points crossing over each other, at other points running side by side, following the Schuylkill River. And I did manage to get us a train, although it's not moving. Let's go do some exploring. You see some debris wedged up inside. So at some point, the water was up and running underneath this, right below this bridge to get that debris washed up there. Which leads me to believe that that last arch bridge that we were just looking at probably had a steel span at one time, and it was probably washed away and they replaced it with that arch bridge. As you can see, the Philadelphia and Reading built that arch bridge, and it has withstood the test of time. Just speculating on that one. Interesting about this spot right here, other than those two rivals being right next to each other, is there is a ton of concrete pillars for Lord only knows what. Some sort of structure had to be here at some point. This spot's actually got quite a few interesting little things to check out. There's a good look at the Reading and Northern hopper cars parked on the bridge. No idea, but it's interesting. It's like little people. And there is a ton of them. Different sizes, probably different years. I suppose maybe coal ash pits, possibly. There managed to be some TV debris down in here. It boggles my mind where people end up dumping TVs in toilets sometimes. We've got some more of these concrete pillars here. Oh, almost walked into that spider web. Would not have been the first one I've gone through today. Interesting, right? All right, let's go see what else we can find. Got something kind of spooky I want to show you over here. There's actually more of these concrete pillars too that we'll go check out. Another spider web. That's a big one. Okay. Sorry, all tangled up in the webs. This is an unexplored area for me too, so we're pretty much doing this together. I mean, I walked around a couple minutes before I hit record on the phone, but for the most part, this is all new to me. And yes, if you're wondering, am I freaked out about ticks and snakes and all the fun things that are hiding in this grass? Yes, I am. But part of the adventure. As you can see, more concrete pillars. They're just all over the place in this area. I have no idea what they would have been for. If you've been following along with me today, we're going to go over and check out that Reading Bridge that actually has the railings that arch out. I was telling you in the last video about how the Pennsylvania Railroad's railing supports were pretty much straight across their bridges, and the Reading Railroad had a little curve to theirs. Reading and Northern, they got cool hoppers. America's largest anthracite carrier, right here in Pennsylvania. Well, that's because that's where the anthracite comes from. So this little spooky spot over here, I don't know what this was all about. So this would have been underneath the Reading track, but it's not a culvert. And there's a box here. I don't know if this was just a little station area for people to hang out. Maybe, you know what, I just don't know. It's interesting though, that's for sure. You know what? Sorry. Let me get you a better look in there. Brick lining. All right, let's go up and get on the Reading. Now this line is the Pottsville branch of the Reading and Northern. Active, but less active than their main line. So that over there is the Pennsylvania Railroad, but it's also property of Reading and Northern now. They own both the Pennsylvania Railroad and the former Reading rail line coming right through here in this area. Now, as far as where the Schuylkill Canal is at this point, I have no idea. I've been trying to kind of keep tabs on where it may or may not be in relation to these railroads, but it's tough to follow. So at this point, I've kind of given up. For this video, I should say, I've given up on finding any Schuylkill Canal remains. Eventually, I'd like to get us to the Auburn Tunnel, which is an old canal tunnel that I'll explain about in the video if I actually make one. All right, oh, I'm sorry. So real quick, see how these curve? These are Reading railing supports, okay? They have that little curve to them. If it was Pennsylvania Railroad, it would come straight down. There'd be two straight down like that instead of curving. So that's how you can tell who built the bridge that you're walking on. I'd like to get down and take a look. Can we get down through here? Perhaps. Let's go look at this. Now we're getting pretty close to the point in the day where the storms are supposed to roll through, so this may be the last video I do for today. I'm not sure yet. It's a beautiful look at the Schuylkill River. And there you have it, folks. That's the Pennsylvania Railroad right there. With some Reading and Blue Mountain, Reading, Blue Mountain, and Northern hopper cars. Let's see if we can't get down below on this arch bridge and take a look at it. I haven't been over to this side yet, so like I said earlier, we're kind of doing this together. I didn't do any pre-walk-arounds. Just figured press play and go. How's this way look? It looks a little dicey. Let's go over here. Okay, here we go. Get a nice little look. It's kind of similar to the Landingville Arch Bridge, but this one sits a bit higher. Should we go down? Yeah, we should go down. All right, let's see if we can do this without slipping. I've already had one spill today, and you don't want to do another. Okay. Oh, I got a vine trying to trip me up. Okay, we're all right again. There we go. Oh, nice breeze down here too. It feels great. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. See how they're staggered? Very cool. Not sure what the year is on this one. Have to check the Bridge Hunter website, which is now active again. Very excited about that. See if I can get some years on both of these bridges, perhaps. It's a good look at the Pennsylvania Railroad. That's just some nice construction right there. Absolutely nice. Alright folks, I hope you liked this one. I thought this was pretty neat. You got two competitive railroads crossing the Schuylkill River. Pennsylvania Railroad, Reading Railroad. Alright folks, see you later.